So today we are jumping into third term and we are looking at the following topics: the forms of government from unitary to republican system of government. We are going to run through all of them and break them down thoroughly for our comprehension. Right. So tag along with me as we go into this. Our first topic for the day is going to be the unitary system of government, and we are going to look at the following things under unitary. We're going to define it, state its features, mention its merits and demerits. Right. So let's jump down and see. So a unitary system of government is that type of government in which political power is not shared. It resides with the central government. Take note of that. That's why we call it unitary. Units, right? Governmental powers are therefore not shared, even though powers can be delegated, right? They can delegate power to the extent to the government agencies, but they can't share powers to the point where these agencies are capable of making decisions on their own. Now, countries that adopt this system include the following. You can see them here: New Zealand, Sweden, Ghana, right? Gambia. Can you see all of them? A couple of them are in Africa. Can you separate the ones in Africa from the rest of the options? Try as much as possible, right? So let's look at features of unitary system of government. Now, governmental power is concentrated in the hands of a single central authority. Power is not shared. Therefore, it adopts a unitary constitution, a constitution that is basically flexible so that it can easily be amended at will, right? Now, the various regions are all created by the central government. The central government creates the regions so that it can get its job done. So the regions are not independent. They are not sharing power with the central government. They came into existence at the behest of the central government. Now, there is no constitutional division of governmental power. No, power is not shared. Power resides with the central government alone. Take note of that. Now, the central government is the only source from which power emanates, right? Like we said before, non-sharing of political power. It can delegate power to the subordinates, but the subordinates can't coexist with the central government to the point where they can independently make decisions as well. No. They can, the highest that can happen to them is to receive delegated powers from the central government. Now, citizens have allegiance to only one government, that's the central government. So their loyalty is to the central government. Now, let's look at the merits of a unitary system of government. The government is strong and stable because there is no competition. All eyes is on the central government. Because of this, we can also argue that there is reduction in cost of governance. It is very cheap to run a system of government, right? There is no duplication of government offices or posts. You will likely see in the next topic. Now, it leads to the promotion of national unity, patriotism, and the likes. Tribalism and statism are killed off because everybody's attention is on building the central government. Everybody pays their loyalty, their homage to the central government. The central government is all that exists. Power is not shared. So there is no room for tribes to stand strong, no room for states to emerge or whatsoever. And to make decisions is very, very quick because there are lesser people to consult and frictions are removed. Frictions between the central government and regional government, between the central government and the states are removed totally. It does not exist, right? So it creates the spirit of oneness, right? So it has a flexible constitution, meaning that it can easily be changed or amended. It prevents the waste of human and material resources because there is no duplication of government functions. Now let's see the demerits of a unitary system of government. Because power resides in the central government, it can lead to dictatorship. The central government is overburdened since there is no regional government. So everything stops at the central government, right? So it is overburdened, it is stressful. And because everything is at the doorstep of the central government, the local autonomy is killed. There is no local autonomy. Everything must pass through the central government, its influence, its sphere of control. The government, since it is central, is kept far away from the people, right? Geographically, the government is far away from the people because it is not close to them. Imagine from Abuja to Lagos to Akwa Ibom. that tells you where the central government can be, and there is no other independent government that can work for the people except that central government. So it can often lead to domination of the minority group by the majority one. It's another issue also in a unitary system of government, right? So let's take a look at what we've looked at right now. We've defined unitary system of government. We saw some of its features. We looked at its merits and demerits. So let me put this. Most often, unitary system of government happens in countries where they are culturally homogeneous. They are small, let's say, population-wise, small, culturally homogeneous because they share similar culture, similar languages, and the likes. So these are some of the things that makes it easy for unitary system of government to happen in this kind of environments, right? So let's go to the next topic.